Rishi Sunak is the most inexperienced parliamentarian to become Prime Minister in decades, and that is because his rise has been astronomically swift. Just 7 years between entering the Commons and entering number 10, a far shorter period than many of his predecessors. Just look at the last three, between 12 and 19 years they had to wait. Gordon Brown had to wait 24 years. One man is missing from this list. That is, of course, David Cameron. He waited for 9 years before becoming Prime Minister. And one of those who helped him and later Boris Johnson prepare for their weekly parliamentary joust was Michael Gove, who we spotted at 7:26 this morning, arriving at number 10 for a PMQs prep session. Later, he perched by the Speaker's chair to watch his latest student. Mr Gove seemed to have supplied Mr Sunak with a series of Boris Johnson's greatest hits, attacking Labour on everything from Jeremy Corbyn to Brexit.
It's a bit rich coming from the person who tried to overturn the biggest democratic vote in our country's history. He was supporting the member for Islington North. The party opposite will be backing the lunatic protesting fringe. I know the right honourable gentleman rarely leaves North London. We won't take any lectures on national security, Mr Speaker.
Keir Starmer zeroed in on the reappointment of Suella Braverman as Home Secretary, just 6 days after she was sacked from that role for sharing secret documents.
We can all see what's happened here. He's so weak, he's done a grubby deal, trading national security because he was scared to lose another leadership election. There's a new Tory at the top, but as always with them, party first, country second.
The PM said she had apologised for her mistakes, but dodged the question over whether senior civil servants had advised him not to give her the job. There was big news. The ban on fracking promised in the Tory manifesto is suddenly back.
So if he is a man of his word, will he start by reversing the green light she gave to fracking?
I've already said I stand by the manifesto on that.
Rishi Sunak faced barbs about his wealthy wife's tax arrangements.
I don't need to explain to the Prime Minister how non-dom status works. He already knows all about that.
And his own wealth.
A nurse would have to work over 20,000 years in order to match the vast wealth of this Prime Minister.
And notably, in many of his answers, he used the C word, compassion.
That is the values of our compassionate party.
While Mr Sunak's team will be delighted with his debut, the best joke was surely this from Sir Keir Starmer.
Even his own side know he's not on the side of working people. That's why the only time he ran in a competitive election, he got trounced by the former Prime Minister, who herself got beaten by a lettuce.
I was watching from the press gallery, and aside from after that gag, the sheer booming volume of the cheers from the Conservative benches was striking. We've not seen that for a long time. Certainly today's head-to-head seemed to force both leaders to up their game.